Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Sousou no Frieren season 2 episode number 6 reaction. Now before I begin, the camera, the quality might be a little bit low because the usual one that I use is not working, and yeah, this is kind of my webcam. So this will probably persist for a few days, and after my usual one is back, I think the quality will go back again. Either way, now the previous episode that I reacted to, we had, as always, two sections in Frieren. The first one was that hunt for that alcohol, that wine, or whatever they called it, that that thing that they wanted, that dwarf wanted, and Frieren finally, kind of got it. And at the end of the day, it wasn't really that good, but it was the journey that mattered. And then we had the second part where we had the that one the where Frieren got almost taken to the mines for like 300 years, but in the end, like she kind of helped them find what did they find? I think silver, right? Or I forgot what it was, or gold, whatever. They found, and Frieren was able to locate it for them, and yeah, it was done. 300 years worth of work Frieden completed in one day. And yeah, it was pretty good. We also got to know more about that place where like how the person who's like the in charge of that place, their generation was in charge of that place for a long amount of time, and they are the ones who made that place prosper. And like now, like they are kind of like in a, they didn't have enough money, so they needed that help for the people, and like everything. So Frieren helped them. you know Either way, let's see what we get today. Let us get started. I'll be putting the not the subtitles, the timer here. I've said this before, you already know at this point. Because of certain situation in my channel, the subtitles won't be provided. Sync the original video with my reaction and the timer, and yeah, and watch it alongside me. So yeah, let's get started. Right, here's the countdown. Three, two, one, go. Oh, what's happening here? Oh, is that a demon? I can see a horn. Oh, what? Is this like a flashback? Damn. Damn, this. Okay. Oh, damn. Well, at least the vision got away. Okay, so this is like a destruction of a certain village, I'm assuming, on in the hands of demons. Either this is a flashback or this is happening now. So let's see what it is. Demon Slaying request. Okay, so this is happening now. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, it's I forgot her name. That girl, the one who like wanted to pat Frieren or something. Oh, there is a demon. Is that a demon? That's a demon, right? Yeah, and also, as Frieren said, these guys just mimic humans. They don't feel any. Yeah, like it might seem like they have empathy, but they don't. They just mimic humans to make it seem like that. So, was he lying? Did he really have? Probably not. That was a lie. That's crazy. Imagine. Like he probably saw that from other humans doing that, and he mimicked that. It was like, ah, let's. This is a good way to tug on their heartstrings. Oh, damn. Oh, that's that guy. The guy who was hiding. He survived. Oh, he knows him. Okay. Damn. Oh, that was a lie. Mm. Yeah. He knows that he's going to die. I think that's why he's saying this. Yep. Mm. Yeah, he's dead. He probably like passed away when he heard that all the villagers are safe. Method. Okay, that's his name. Mm. Damn. Mm. True. I see. Yeah, when the pigeon went, there already half of the village was, destroyed. What the? Boy. Ah, boy. Warrior and a hidden mage. Two mage. Wait, is this Frieren's group? Two mage, one warrior? It might be Frieren's group. Okay, well, yeah, they thought that demons are here, so they probably. Hmm. Yeah, and the other one is Stark. I don't think he knows. Does he know Stark? I don't think he does because Stark wasn't there in the exam. Well, he's pretty pissed with the situation. Hmm. Well, because I think they arrived. Oh no, wait. Never mind. I guess. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. True. I guess they didn't have enough. Yeah, because they already like mentioned how they were lacking resources and everything. Hmm. Right. Far stronger than what? That is crazy. Killed by blades. Okay, so wait, so those that we saw, those silhouettes, they weren't here still. They're still there. Yeah. They showed their silhouettes before. Right. Unrealistic movie. Yeah. Oh, okay, good point. Yeah. A short periods of time. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, what? Oh yeah, the bricks that we chew on. Yeah. Right. The more time to accurate it. Ah. Yeah. Just nibbling on the. Oh boy. Nope. It's time for food. That noise. Well. Oh, okay. Hmm. Oh, I guess he's talking about burial. Yeah. Oh, do they have some different customs? Oh, so they're cremated? Is buried in common grave. Okay. Oh, I see. Hmm. Damn. Right. Hmm. Damn. Yeah, because it's like, oh boy. Oh, oh Lord, this. Yeah. Camping on the other side of the mountain. Wait, so they got the request from someone? Oh, what? That's an interesting way to get a quest. Hmm. Oh, student. Oh, wait, what? I guess that makes sense. You know. Oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah, I forgot that happened. All right. She. How not to? Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh, balance between attacking and defending. Hmm. We saw that demon having one sword, right? Like, like this. What the? Okay. Right. Oh, this one. Okay. Yeah, we saw that at the end. He has three eyes as well, right? And Jenna knows this demon? Okay. All right, and there you go. That was episode number 6. So today we had a whole section, like, this wasn't divided. This is like, I'm guessing this is like a beginning of an arc. So we had this village which was attacked by these demons, and Genau Methode came here on direct instructions from Serie, and then we had Frieren and like Frieren's group coming here as well, because they also got a quest, and that was an interesting way to get a quest. Like a little rabbit just bringing them. Like, I do wonder who, like, did someone in particular send that so that Frieren takes it, like, in with the intention of Frieren receiving that, or was that just like some coincidence? Like, maybe someone from the village sent that rabbit away with that, like, SOS. No, but I think Frieren said that it was a quest, right? So it wasn't from the village. So someone. Then again, like I said, it's a very weird way to send out a quest request, right? Like a quest, just tying it to a rabbit. So that's why I'm thinking maybe that was intentional. Whoever like sent that quest in that direction knew Frieren would be there and knew that it would actually reach Frieren. I don't know. Like, I guess we'll get to know this later. Either way, but that was pretty funny because like usually you go to like a like a village, wherever you get a quest, like a guild, like, or maybe like a tavern or something, and then there's like a bill, like a board where all the quests are like put there, and you take one and you take one to the, like the guild, like receptionist, and you're like, oh, I want to take the quest, and they're like, all right, and then you go off to do a quest. Here, like, the quest found them instead of them finding the quest. It's pretty funny because I'm going on a tangent. This kind of reminded me of a certain, like, I've mentioned this before. Friend really reminds me of so many, like, RPG, like, like games where you have like, um just a second. Right. So where was I? Yeah, like I was saying, I've said this before, but Frieren really reminds me of like the like RPG games that I played. And this whole like, oh, like, this, like fantastical world we move into, like we just explore, and then we find like some random like quests and people, we meet people, like these type of games, like I've played a lot of games, and this really reminds me of that. And like, forming a party, going out to fight and everything. This reminded me of a certain quest from a certain game, Skyrim, where I remember there was a section where, when I was like just like wandering around, and a dog came in out of nowhere and started speaking. And that dog issued us a quest in the middle of the road while I was, I don't know, like probably just searching for something. Just a sec, guys. Yeah, so that's this really reminded me of that. Like it's pretty funny. Either way, all right. So then that's how Freeman got that quest. So these two things happened, and then we see now. Before that, at the beginning of the episode, we saw a little bit of the thing, what was happening. And here we saw these demons. Now, there's a particular demon that I thought they were talking about, but I guess not. There was this two silhouetted demons, I think, which we saw, which had like some kind of robe they were wearing. There was another demon with horn we saw, and oh no, one demon. Sorry, that was another person. That was the soldiers. So the one with the horn, I thought they were talking about this one. So this demon looked a lot more like a, like a samurai. One sword or a katana, I'm assuming, at the side, like, and takes it out like this, that kind of thing. So I thought they were talking about that. I was like, oh, that demon was holding one sword, one, like singular blade. Why are they talking about two? But then I realized, no, they were talking about the second one, which we saw at the end. Uh, that one. But this one, he looks a lot like, what was that demon's name that we already dealt with? I forgot the name. That one, the one who Frieren told to like die or something. Like, remember that one? That one. I forgot her name. But I guess like like these demons like they probably look the same almost, a lot of them. But yeah, this one, the silhouette kind of looks like that. The hair is pretty interesting, like with a little knot at the end, and he or she, I'm assuming this is a she, is wearing like a bracelet, like a purple bracelet. Okay, but anyways, this is not the demon that they were talking about. The demon that they were talking about was the one at the end that we saw, who like suddenly got up, had two horns and three eyes or something, and turns out this demon was holding four swords. So it's like, it's four hands and everything. And that's why Methode and Stark were having difficulty understanding how the attacks happened, because the cuts weren't matching the way someone like wields two swords. So it will only make sense if they have four swords. So that's the conclusion that they came to, and they're right. In the end, we see Genau probably remembered someone from his past, maybe some demon that he encountered somewhere else or something. But yeah, turns out they have history, I guess. Either way, this whole section, this whole episode at the the middle part was them like going in, like finding like these people, and we seeing the aftermath of the whole thing. Jeno said a thing which was pretty hard hitting, where he was like, why do these people have to suffer? Like they're not like like warriors or fighters. Like they are just here in their village living their normal lives. Why don't these type of things happen to us who have genuinely, like who have deliberately, with our own like violation, we are stepping into this world of fighting demons? Why not them? Why not us? People who can actually fight, instead of these normal ordinary human beings who are just living their lives in the villages and all that. So that was just like, it's a hard hitting question, not question, but like a statement. But yeah, that is true. Obviously this was his hometown, so it was affecting him. You can see that he was talking about that guy, and also that guy who was surviving up until the very end. He probably survived up until the very end because he wanted someone to come and give them the information that, oh, this happened. So you can see when he finds Genau, he clings on to him, and then he asks the question, where's everyone, what happened to everyone? And obviously Genau lied here, but it was like a good lie. He said that, oh, everyone's fine, they are, we have a person with us who can like heal them, and everyone is fine, they will be all okay. And as soon as he heard that, and as soon as he realized that help is here, he passed away immediately. And obviously that means he was clinging on to the last bit of his life just for that moment, so that someone can come and he can give the information and get to know what happened to everyone else. And yeah, and he passed away peacefully, I guess you could say, because Jinao told that lie to him. um right. And yeah, so that's that. Jinao obviously was pretty depressed. You can see he at the up until the very end he was saying like, oh, like you're what the things that you used to break were pretty bad, but I would want to eat that. But while he was saying all of that, you can see that he already passed away. Right. And yeah, that was what happened. Now, a few other things we got to know from today's episode. Another thing was how apparently these guys, like after death, they don't cremate. They take the bodies to like a very distant part where they bury the body. Because if you bury the body here, it won't, like monsters and everyone are just going to, yeah. So they take them, and that journey is very dangerous because obviously you're transporting bodies, and the smell and the stench of those, like like decomposed bodies, bring in monsters. And once the monsters come in, like it's hell. And that's why they always need like one of those soldiers that they have from that company. I forgot their name. And they have told them that just cremate their bodies, but the clergy here, the they said like, no, We cannot do that because people who already die a gruesome death at the hands of demons and monsters, we cannot burn their body even after death, like, and make them go through that once more. So we bury the body. But as Jino said, that I agree with the, like the cremation, like that thing. But obviously I cannot blame the people here wanting to bury the body as well after all that. So yeah, and it is true, as Jenna was saying, that at the end, like, we have to think of cremating the body, because like this is bringing in more like laws, like this, like this thing that they're doing where they're taking the body somewhere else. A lot of the times it probably doesn't go well. The people that are sent in that mission as well also die, probably within the hands of monsters. So it's just, yeah, it's just, what can I say, like, it's not good. Like that's not what should happen, where we can minimize that. But anyways, at this point, like, like the whole village is gone, and like there's no point in talking about this anymore, I guess. um because yeah, it's over. Either way, Jenna was talking about all of these things, and yeah, then we also had that section where they met up with Frieren, where they thought that Frieren and the others were apparently uh, were demons, but then both realized that, oh no, it's just our fellow, like, test takers that we met before in Serie's, like, test. Right. And there you go. Now they are going to take care of the loose end, that is that demon that we saw. um yeah, that's the current situation. So yeah, let's see how this goes. uh Also, I guess, like I said, I guess this is the first time they met Stark, because like Stark wasn't really there during the test. As far as I can remember, he was just out there fishing. If you remember that old man that used to come when Stark was fishing, and he used to just come and just say some random words, and Stark is like, what, who are you talking to? Me? Oh no. But anyways, yeah. So this is the first time I guess they met Stark, and Jenna and Stark, but I guess they kind of found like a little bit of a, like a common ground, you could say, because both experienced the same thing. Stark also lost his village to like demons and everything, and and that's why they were like talking more, and they were like talking to each other about certain things, as we saw. Um, as always, Methode is just like happy about the fact that like Frieren is here, like, and she just like cute things, and and like the fact that she took Zaria's quest, and they're like doing all of this because technically they are like her students now, you could say. I forgot that, like, I forgot that Fern actually refused. Now I remember when they mentioned it again. I remember that, yeah, Fern refused, because I can remember Sari at the end said that I something along those lines, and Fern said no, like I already have Frieren with me. um so yeah, I forgot about that. But like others probably, it's like a really good opportunity, like being like a student of Zeria, like it's crazy. Right. So yeah, while I guess Methode didn't really do it because of that. Methode did because she liked Zeria, like being small and cute and all that. Either way, right. So that is the situation. Okay, so we're going to team up with, I guess, Methode and Geno in this arc, I'm assuming, to fight this four-handed demon. Okay, so looking at the demon silhouette, I am assuming this demon is a snake or something, because like the lower part, it looks like a lamia or something. Again, they don't. Yeah, it is. I think so. Not really a lamia, but something like that. I'm assuming, like a, because wait, lamias are female, right? Or are there male lamias as well? I don't know. I guess there are. Wait a minute, lamia. Lamia. Yeah, body of a woman. So what about? I'm pretty sure I saw male Lamia before as well. I'm guessing they're probably named something else. What are they named? What is the male form of Lamia? The term Lamia is Greek. Naga. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah, Naga. I guess that makes sense. Um, like, fun fact, Naga it literally means snake in, like Hindi. So, right. Um, yeah, Naga makes sense. Yeah, because okay, in a lot of JRPGs you can see like the like male Lamias, they're called Naga. Yeah, that makes sense. Right. So it is a Naga, I guess, with the tail and everything, and with the horns, four hands. Interesting character design. Now again, I'm just making a guess because it looks like that. The silhouette, at least, it might be something completely different. But yeah, I'm guessing we'll soon meet them, meet this character. So we'll see. Right. Was there anything else today? I don't think so. I think I discussed everything. Mm. Oh, there was another interesting thing we're talking about how dual wielding is, like how they have like one longer sword and a shorter sword. That's pretty interesting because I remember I've heard that before in some other series and other show as well. And I guess it makes sense, but most of the animes or games you see, like dual wielding is usually with two like similar heighted swords. So, I guess yeah, that's the thing. It's pretty um I guess it's for the aesthetic in those shows, but I'm assuming what Frieren here, like like what we saw heard here is probably true because it makes sense. Logically, it makes sense what Methode said that one longer sword and one shorter sword because of like with two different reaches, you'll be able to like maneuver and fight pretty well because like defending and offensive, you have to do both with those two swords. So having two similar, like heighted sword means it's a lot more difficult to defend, I guess, and probably attack. Like long reach, short reach. When there's like short reached, when the character comes in close, you're going to use this short sword, and like and defend. It makes more sense logically. So yeah, but most like things that we see like movies, like animes, JRPGs, and everything, most of them have dual wielding characters with two similar heighted swords. So, something like that. Right. Okay. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention. They mentioned here that this one guy who, like, the captain who fought here, this guy was apparently stronger than Stark. That is interesting because, that means that guy was extremely strong, which kind of puts into perspective how strong these demons were that were fighting. So, it's going to be a difficult situation here, even with Frieren and like Methode's team here. This fight will probably be way more difficult than we think, you know, because technically, like, this is the thing with Frieren. Like, whenever there's like demons and everything, Frieren is so damn overpowered that sometimes, like, not sometimes, but most times, we are like, ah, it's fine, like. There's no sense of urgency or like a sense like a like that fear that, oh, what can go, something might go wrong, because then always we are like, oh, Frieren is here, everything will be fine. But now they put into perspective how strong these demons are. Like, like that guy was stronger than Stark, and we've seen how strong Stark is. Obviously, Stark is way weaker than Frieren, but that's not the point. I'm trying to say is like the power level here we have to understand. Like, if this guy, this captain guy, was stronger than Stark, and this guy was defeated so easily, that puts into perspective how strong this demon is. This demon is probably maybe not stronger than Frieren, but probably as strong as Frieren, or maybe a little bit weaker than Frieren. That's it. I don't think this demon is stronger than Frieren. But that's probably how strong it is. So yeah, it'll be pretty difficult. Right, and there you go. And that was today's episode. Yeah, that was today's episode. That was episode number 6, right? Yeah, 6 of Sousou no Frieren. So let's see. So this is the beginning of a new arc, so this is going to continue in the next episode. Let's see how this goes. So that is it. Thanks for watching. This was my reaction to episode number 6 of Sousou no Frieren season 2. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. That is it, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.